her, gnawing a knuckle. The lights of the cars streaking past them on 302 gleamed softly in her hair, streaking it silver. He wondered how long she would last. Maybe not long after tonight. Somehow it had all led to this, even the early part, and when it was done, the glue that had held them together would be thin and might dissolve, leaving them to wonder how it could have been in the first place. He thought she would start to look less like a goddess and more like a typical society bitch again, and that would make him want to belt her around a little, or maybe a lot. Rubber nose in it. They breasted the brickyard hill, and there was the high school below them, the parking lot filled with plump, glistening daddies' cars. He felt the familiar gorge of disgust and hate rise in his throat. We'll give them something, a night to remember. All right, we can do that. The classroom wings were dark and silent and deserted. The lobby was lit with a standard yellow glow, and the bank of glass that was the gymnasium's east side glowed with a soft orangey light that was ethereal, almost ghostly. Again, the bitter taste and the urge to throw rocks. I see the lights. I see the party lights, he murmured. Huh? Huh? She turned to him, startled out of her own thoughts. Nothing. He touched the nape of her neck. I think I'm gonna let you pull the string. Billy did it by himself because he knew perfectly well that he could trust nobody else. That had been a hard lesson, much harder than the ones they taught you in school, but he had learned it well. The boys who had gone with him to Henty's place the night before had not even known what he wanted the blood for. They probably suspected Chris was involved, but they could not even be sure of that. He drove to the school minutes after Thursday night had become Friday morning, and cruised by twice to make sure it was deserted and neither of the Chamberlain's two police cars was in the area. He drove into the parking lot with his lights off and swung around in back of the building. Further back, the football field glimmered beneath a thin membrane of ground fog. He opened the trunk and unlocked the ice chest. The blood had frozen solid, but that was all right. All right, it would have the next 22 hours to thaw. He put the buckets on the ground, then got a number of tools from his kit. He stuck them in his back pocket and grabbed a brown bag from the seat. Screws clinked inside. He worked without hurry, with the easeful